Alright, what's good YouTube? Project Karma back at it again with another video, and we're doing a Gojo versus everyone video. It's basically what the title says, Gojo versus everyone. We're going to bring up some people we think Gojo can beat and some people we think Gojo cannot beat. Get right to it. If you're not subscribed to Project Karma by now,
Stop it. Get some help.
what you waiting on? Alright, so this idea basically coming together because I think that people are on Gojo's. Yeah, so what do y'all think? Do y'all think Gojo can solo 1v1 basically everyone in shonen for right now?
About the boy Goku.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well, no, not really, because all right, so hear me out.
Okay,
So I had to Google search Gojo's move that he just pulled, you know, the hollow purple. Apparently it's a move that like destroys all matter that it touches. So I'm like, okay, that's not a bad ability. Then I thought about it. Now that you mentioned Goku had an epiphany. They have a move just like that, you know, Hakai or destruction. And I remember that Goku actually got contained in one of those things before the Tournament of Power. I remember when Frieza threw it at Goku.
I forgot about
like,
that.
Here, catch these.
Yeah,
and the fact that Goku withstood that, it's like, okay, well, if Goku can withstand that, then Hollow Purple ain't nothing.
Right. And that was Goku before Ultra Instinct.
Yeah. And on top of that, Gojo's his Infinity, it's not, you know, it's not perfect because apparently it works even during gags. Like when the woman with the scar on her face, she threw tea at him, Infinity caught it. But when the principal put Gojo in a headlock, well, put Gojo in a headlock. So it's like, is your Infinity really consistent?
I appreciate you bringing up a Gojo, like he actually got touched, because that's the main thing that I hate when people are talking about these things. They make it seem like this man can't be touched at all, but I was
an invisible bubble.
Already asking like off stream, but like, do y'all think that throughout the show Gojo will be touched at all by anybody? Because I also think that if Goku can't beat him, I definitely think it'll be a stalemate, because Goku can blow up a planet. So
I think it's definitely set up for him to meet that dude that's running or that's in charge of the villains. It's set up to meet for them to meet. I know it is.
Okay. Do you think he'll be able to touch him, or do you think it'll be like a capture him type thing?
They'll have to fight, because I can't see them catching Gojo, or you know. Well, unless they try to see him like they did the first time.
You think somebody can do some damage?
Yeah, somebody at some point gonna do some damage.
I feel like
it just
Mega
it just feels like it's set up that way, right? Like,
like
he's just too strong to not be touched by nobody.
Yeah, because I think the show itself wouldn't be enjoyable if Gojo always could just pop up like, here's daddy and I'm going to save everybody. Because
pretty much he's been doing that though this whole season so far.
He did it the first two, but I definitely think that by the end of the show, if he doesn't get touched, like, I'm not gonna lie, like that's like Saitama. It'll get annoying after a while to me personally.
Yeah, show butt.
Speaking of Saitama, do y'all think Saitama will have any luck against Gojo?
I still haven't seen Saitama at full power, bro.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if Saitama is the parody character or the parody hero, what the hell he's supposed to be, if Gojo does that blue-red mix to purple and throws at him and Saitama could punch it back, I'd be like, yep.
Oh, nah.
I'd be like, yep, it's alright, folks. You don't even need to worry about it.
Pack it up, folks.
That would be wild.
So you got...
see, Saitama does stuff like that, bro.
That's true.
I'd give it to Saitama because he's a parody hero. Yeah,
I'm also good with Saitama.
Yeah.
I don't even like him, but we still ain't seen him get touched either.
Yeah, for sure.
We see him get touched, quotes. But
I don't think that'd be a good fight. I think Saitama is walking through literally everything that Gojo.
He's gonna have fun with it.
Yeah. What about?
Like I said, it's still Infinity though, so it's like it depends, because, like we've said before, when people like have power of Infinity, or we've attempted or touched something of Infinity, they tend to become kind of like guys. Like for example, Superman lifted a part of Infinity. They don't say he lifted half of it or a piece of it. They say he just can lift Infinity. This man Gojo controls Infinity, which is everything. So in that aspect, it's like, what can you really do to him, because he controls Infinity, which is, you know, infinite. You know what I mean? Infinite power. So it would depend. I feel like as far as with him fighting Saitama, I think it would be. I don't think Saitama would lose. I don't think Gojo would lose. I feel like it'd be a stalemate. In my opinion, I
what's
don't think
interesting about the Goju thing, right, is like I feel like even though it is infinity, I feel like at the end of the day, because it's still cursed energy, right? Like he would still have to have some type of output, like limit. Like eventually, if he's using a power for too long, it's gonna cap out, and he can't uphold it because it's still cursed energy. It's just that his cursed energy affinity is infinity. So
you would think that until you look at a Superman, where at first his powers are limited, then all of a sudden it's unlimited. You know what I mean? It's just until we see it actually cap out, it's hard to actually say that because they literally called it infinity.
Yeah, it's like the concentration breathing from Demon Slayer. That man is just walking around doing it all the time. He's just breathing. Yeah, so like with the infinity thing is a constant. It's not like actually like him doing it is just a thing that's there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
yeah, I got an interesting one to be completely honest, Mike. Since we both seen the most recent episode, what about your boy Yami? Because we most recent episode he went against something that was kind of similar to the purple, right?
That's true. I don't know. That's actually a really interesting matchup. Because I feel like speed is the way to beat Gojo. Is like, you know, when I'm thinking of like Gaara's, you know, the shield that basically defended itself.
Constant having shield.
Yeah, the best way to get past that was when we see somebody super fast. So I feel like they're building it up for speed to be the one who would win against Gojo. This is just but I don't know if that dimension slash equinox, like
the
that
mana jump that he has around him, like it's like a samurai. When you get too close in a specific area, like he just detects it. Like
yeah.
That's why I'm just like, ooh, the boy Yami. After this most recent episode, I was like, I feel like he might be able to contest. To be completely honest,
only thing that's gonna be one of the ones that the fans win, because the dialogue and trash talk throughout that entire fight will probably be like top tier when you see them two go against each other.
That would be a nice conversation. I would love to hear.
Yeah, Ruben,
constant trash talk.
Who do you think could beat him, if anybody?
Yuji.
Oh nah.
Oh nah. Plot against plot, huh?
It's going. I'm telling you, bro. I'm calling it right now. Usually going to do some phenomenal type One Punch Man-esque punch, and crack that little invisible shell around him, and he gonna be like, gasp. It's gonna be this huge thing. And he'll be like, oh, he punched the infinity. I'm telling you, I promise.
The infinity punch. I don't know. I can't honestly see Yuji, especially in these first 2-3 seasons. I can't see Yuji doing anything to Gojo, because Sukuna is this big bad guy who, at one finger, you know, he wasn't touching Gojo at all. But I would assume that he's going to stay stronger than him. Sukuna, like fully powered Sukuna, is going to stay stronger than Yuji, and I can't see Yuji passing that for a couple of seasons. I'm not going to hold you.
I do feel like as the seasons go by, right, because Yuji, as we've seen, he's a very quick learner, and he picks up on a lot of stuff kind of almost mid-battle or mid-training. But as he gets more of the Sukuna fingers, and on top of his training kind of getting higher, I'm like, this man's kind of like, he's a natural, you know? Pause, bro.
Sukuna fingers a little nasty, I ain't gonna lie, that's nasty, Tom.
It's what they
you knew what you said.
Yo, bro.
But what are you doing with them fingers of mine? What are you doing with them fingers?
Y'all keep breaking up One Punch though. Do y'all think that Saitama could One Punch Gojo?
I don't think so. And me personally, and that's because once he activates Infinite Void, you know, domain expansion, that's like, how does Saitama get out of there? Can he really punch his way out of infinity?
Boy, he gonna do infinite punches.
I was hoping one of y'all was gonna bring up the fact that One Punch couldn't even One Punch Boris, that last guy,
and the mosquito.
Oh yeah,
and that mosquito was putting in work against him.
And the little mosquito. Yeah, you're right.
But
we're not gonna bring up season 2.
I still haven't even bothered watching it, bro.
Don't do it.
But
it's okay. But it's all right. we gonna keep this one going. But I mean, I don't know. It was just an interesting matchup. I figured we try to talk about, because you know somebody should be able to put up a little bit of work. What you got?
Nabara.
I just had an interesting thought, right? Like I don't think it would affect anything because it's cursed energy, but what if like Asta's sword could like hit through that? Like nullify that?
Dude, like
Rusty, dingy
stops
sword.
magic.
Because it just stops magic, but you know, magic is in a sense still energy itself. So what if he had the ability to just like cut through that? That'd be interesting. That's just of course a theory.
Though, technically, you know, it depends. We seen him fight close, close quarter combat with Sukuna in the first episode.
I was about to say that's why I said I felt like Yami would have a better grasp of close quarter combat than Asta probably would. I feel like.
I don't think Asta's sword would probably be able to affect him just because Asta's sword has been stopped a lot, and that infinite thing, like it'd be really hard for me to believe that Asta could break through.
He'd be even, yeah. True. I tell you who I don't think who's beating him, All Might. I don't think All Might would beat Gojo.
All Might would die on the
I
battlefield.
love All Might. He'd say plus infinity.
Yeah.
Be
Like,
done right there.
Nah, like y'all gonna be crushing them. I don't want to hear it.
Hey, bro.
But you know, that's the only person that can actually beat him.
You said your name was what now?
Bro, I'm the strongest sorcerer there is.
Is there a U at the end, or is it just Gojo?
Exactly. I was about to say, the sad thing about it is Gojo would actually say his name without even giving it a thought. And he probably died of some heart attack or something like that.
Dang.
That'd be wild.
Imagine that infinity around his heart.
That actually
Ain't no way.
that's actually a funny matchup. So
Technically, the city can regenerate because most cursed people can regenerate and heal themselves. So maybe.
the death
Bro,
note
imagine that.
is death. You can't regenerate from
Yeah,
death
it's death.
unless you're Wolverine
Bro,
and
what if
all
he rips
them.
his own heart out again, and just
I'm
like
about to say-
Sukuna did, and
true,
then next thing you know,
Sukuna-
True.
But then again, though, let's think about it though. Like, even though people have regenerative abilities, can they regenerate when there's no core? Like, let's say all of it just disintegrates away. Could he regenerate from that?
he has infinity cores.
Infinity Stone.
Stop it.
That's
You wanna know who he ain't with it
Either
to?
way,
What you got?
regardless, light can specify how you die. It's not just a heart attack. He can write out the scenario, all that stuff. Like, this is this person's name. They die at this point during this day, at this time, in this spot, doing this thing.
Wait, he can't kill Gojo. You know why? He don't need to take off the blindfold to whoop lights. You know what, bro?
Nah, but Gojo might wait till
He
he
needs a
fight.
face.
They gonna be sparking up a conversation. He gonna get
Mhm.
on light nerve. Not gonna be like, nah, you get in the way of my plans. And then-
But if he has a blindfold on, nothing he can do.
Oh no.
Fair.
What?
Yeah, Light needs a face. If he doesn't know what his face looks like, he can't kill him. Which is why
Oh,
L
man.
ran into him with a mask on. Because he was
That's-
worried about the
that's wild.
Shinigami eyes. So, but even without the eyes, you still need a face.
You
That's
need
the
to see
face.
exactly what they look like. You need a face to the name, right? You need a face to the name. Well,
I forgot
that's a
about that
shame.
rule.
I forgot about that rule until he said it too. That's kind of a shame.
Whoop, you know what that means,
Oh.
don't you?
Gojo can't. Bro, what's going on today? Gojo, are you S tier?
So I feel like we can probably leave it at that. I guess the only thing I want to know is who do y'all think Gojo can lose to down below, and if you think that Gojo could basically solo 1-on-1 everybody in Shonen, all of Shonen. We're not really counting the DC Marvel people, but let us know what y'all think in the comment section below. If you guys like this, don't forget to hit that like button, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace. I was about to say, you better be lucky we're not including Marvel. Get the gauntlet. Snap your fingers. Do your... No, stop.
Martin.
Disappear right there.
Yes, you disappear. Out.
Bruh.